Hi, welcome to Chatting with Kat. If you're new here, hello. And if you're returning, thank you. I appreciate it. Well, today I'm going to talk about who I call my dad's midlife crisis. My dog. My dog wanted to join for a minute. He's a good boy. Anyway, when my parents got divorced, my dad, dog just laid in front of my light. My dad married who I call the midlife crisis. And she had, her dad hadn't been in her life because her mother allegedly caught her dad putting his hands where they don't belong. So her mom left her dad and kept the midlife crisis from getting to know him. Well, when my dad met her, she was, I think, almost 19 or had just turned 19. Like I said, midlife crisis. Well, she had very recently reconnected with her dad because she didn't believe everything that her mom had told her about her dad. Well, we started going over there, and normally my dad and her would play cards and drink with her dad and his wife. I normally hung out with his wife's son. I usually played video games or just watched TV while I was there. Well, the first night that my dad in the midlife crisis decided that they should just spend the night because they had drank too much and didn't want to drive home after drinking that much, and it was really late, so we stayed the night. Well, I was curled up on the love seat in their family room, and middle of the night, midlife crisis dad comes out of his room, and I wake up because his hands are in my underwear. I froze. I didn't know what to do. I was 11, and I froze. I didn't say anything. I got up in the morning and had breakfast, and we went home. Now, I was only with my dad at that point, every other weekend. So, wasn't like we were out there all the time. Sorry, my dog is attacking my hand over here. He's wanting attention. We didn't go out there all the time, but when we did, I would try and whine like a young kid does to hopefully go home that night. Every night that we stayed there, he would come out and put his hands on me every time. I will never forget the one time I was on the couch and he had asked me to move on to the floor. He basically told me I had to. So I got on the floor and he put his hands on my breast and then he put his hands down my underwear and was like blowing in my ear, and his wife came out and I got victim blamed. She told me I'm too old to have him lay down with me. I need to not do that. I didn't say, I was like, I didn't. And then he said, shush. And then she just went back to bed. He told me the typical, don't tell. He said he would kill my dad, and it would cause big problems, like my dad and midlife crisis would divorce. At that time, I guess I didn't want it, but when I was 14 and had to move in with my dad after my mom died, we were out there quite a bit. And a few nights I slept in the room with his dad's son just to not be out in the living room by myself. But I was also old enough I could stay home by myself, so that was beneficial. I didn't tell my dad until I was well into adulthood. And he asked why I didn't say anything, and I said I was scared. I mean, when he says he's gonna kill my dad, what do you want? I don't know. And at 14, it's the only parent I had left. So I struggled with that. The man has since passed away. I looked it up online and seen his obituary. I wish I hadn't been put into that position to begin with, because she should have believed her mom. Her mom wouldn't make some crazy story up like that just to keep her from her dad. So, if there's a story like that in your family, please believe it. Don't take your children around that person. If you have like the creepy uncle or, creepy cousin, don't let your children around them. If you have an uneasy feeling about them, trust it. If your kids are uncomfortable around someone, take notice. I guess that's it. Thanks for listening, and I hope to see you again soon. Please like and subscribe and comment down below. Thanks.